Hello, everybody. My name is Maurizio Sofo. I work at Tinext as project manager and consultant. I know it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and maybe this is the last afternoon of the conference. Maybe you are a bit late, but I will try anyway to get your attention to this presentation. Its focus is on how to enhance, how to improve e-commerce and online purchase functionality with the help of Magnolia. The agenda of the speech, I will just do a brief introduction to both the actors of the presentation. That is Tinext, the technological partner, and NGI, that is the client. And then we pass through the reason and the complexities of the project, analyzing the functionalities, and then have also look on some technical specification, technical implementation of Magnolia. So just start with Tinext. Tinext is a technological company, started its activities, digital marketing and web activities in 1995. And from that date on today, Tinext successfully completed more than 1,500 projects, collaborating with more than 800 customers. Tinext headquarters is located in Switzerland, in Morbio, the south part of Switzerland. But we have also 2 other premises in Milan and in Dubai. At the moment, Tinext works more or less 50 employees, encompassing digital managers, account manager, project managers, web designer, information architect, and tester, and of course, Magnolia developers. Last but not least, Tinext takes advantages of the close collaboration with 4 technological partners. Magnolia, I guess you should know who is Magnolia. And then OpenText, who is a leading company in enterprise content management solution, VMware, and Microsoft. If you remember the payoff of Tinext, you have seen in the previous slide. Tinext is a company which focus is in providing, giving customer a digital technology which combines the latest digital marketing expertise with a deep technical understanding of enterprise system integrator. But all in all, the focus of Tinext is also to give to customers something that is emotional, so give also a user experience that it can emotion the client, can emotion the final users of the Tinext application. Tinext main activities, core activities are 3. One of these, the digital marketing agency. Tinext offers a comprehensive portfolio of services within this: web design, information architecture, development, system integration, and so on. We offer system integration and development according with our main partner. We are one of the leading Magnolia certified partner, and as well we are partner of OpenText. Last field of activity of Tinext is in the cloud computing offering and fully managed hosted solution. So we've seen Tinext. Now a brief introduction also to about NGI. NGI is a telecom Italian company. They started in 1995 as ADSL and hosting provider. But then they moved on, and they grown up so quickly and so fastly to build a completely independent wireless network that is called EOLO. And the idea of EOLO born in 2006 because the actual founder and CEO of the company had no connection, no internet connection at all at his home. And then he tried to establish a wireless connection between his home and an antenna who placed himself on the top of a hill. The connection worked fine, and worked so fine that also his neighbor asked for the same services to solve this kind of digital divide problem. Recently, NGI has been awarded by the Italian government of, let's say, a certification of demolition of the digital divide in 4 Italian regions. Just to understand the rapid growth of NGI, let's have a look at the numbers and figures. It's tripled the numbers of employees in the last 3 years. Also, they were able to place something like 1,200 wireless stations all across Italy. And also for what concerns the number of active customers, in something like 8 years, they reached the amount of 106,000 active customers at the moment, with a monthly growth rate of 3.5%. This is really impressive for a market like the Italian market, where it's already, let's say, occupied by some big monster of telecommunication, like Telecom, like Vodafone, and so on. Okay, we have seen the 2 actors of the project. Now we are talking about more deeply in the project. We try to explain the reasons why the project was run, the complexities, the challenges behind the project. NGI looked for a partner with focused expertise on Magnolia, because when they started with their activity, they have no CMS at all. But also they looked for a partner with the ability to provide a web infrastructure, a website that could be user-centric, but also need to be fresh, like in the design. It also need to be something like that is fast as the growing of the company. And what are the complexity behind the project? First of all, the web infrastructure of the company looked, felt, and dated. And so NGI has to rethink about the home page, because the old, let's say, infrastructure looked like this. That is not really a nice design to present to the customer. And also the online purchase process was so complicated to force NGI to invest a lot of money in an online chat support functionality. Other reason behind the project, the fact that there are no CMS in place for NGI marketing and sales people forced them to ask for new design and new content on the website to their IT department, with big impact on the time to provide and to have this new information in place in the site. Last but not least, the completely absence of analytics on the website. Let's say that NGI web team has no metrics, no parameters to measure the efficiency of their purchase process, and so to try to do some corrective actions. Okay, what Tinext did with Magnolia. Let's talk about the key achievement of the project. First of all, the reimagining the website, the web infrastructure of the client, because NG took the bold decision together with Tinext to completely reinvent and rethink about their online company strategy, and for this reason. And also for the reason to have a website that is more intuitive, more easy to use, to accomplish the demanding request of the customer, to have a purchasing process easy to use. It was another factor we achieved. Now, if technology will assist me, I will try to access this is the website of the new website of NGI. You see that it's possible navigating on the website with a few clicks to access immediately to the. Oops, sorry. All right. So we've seen the first 2 points. Then we pass through the third key achievement. It was the introduction of the Magnolia CMS at NGI. That gives to the customer, to NGI, the possibility to have a way for the marketing and sales people to quick access the information of their core products, and so to work on immediately on the characteristics of the products, to work on the price of the product, and also to work on the logo. So marketing and sales people and NGI people can immediately do this modification, having a lot of advantage in saving time and do not access via the IT department. So the other key achievement was the personalization done with Magnolia for NGI, because NGI had to provide online purchase functionality not only for their prospect customers, but also for the customer base, also for the B2C brokers and agents, B2B reseller, for the value-added reseller, and for the wholesaler. And with Magnolia, we had to implement in an easy way this kind of, let's say, demanding request by introducing 5 different areas, 5 different user groups, and for each of the user group, giving also the possibility to the Magnolia editors and publishers to decide on which page each of the user groups can access immediately and directly to their own page, or even do not give this possibility, demanding to the on-page area the access to the respectively area. And the other demand of NGI was to have for each of this user profile a personalized dashboard, so a personalized on-page with immediate and fast and quick and easy access to the top and core functionality. We see one of the page. This is another example of the page of the dashboard for the business-to-business reseller. And this is the last example of the personalized on page done for the wholesaler. The last achievement, the last achievement was on the analytic and conversion rate, because the customer NGI demanded to have specific conversion rate measurement, not only on the single product, in all products and for each step of the purchase acquisition flow. So what we did with Magnolia, we did a customization of the Google Tag Manager, automatically, let's say, feeded by Magnolia, and then giving the possibility to the customer also to enable or disable the conversion rate measurement in each page of the flow for each product. The last screen is just an example on how the analytics for NGI works at the moment. And so NGI people, NGI marketing people now has all the metrics to decide in which area of the site and which pages of the site do the necessary intervention to, let's say, have a better conversion rate. So just let's recap some number of the achievement done. With the new website, NGI was able to have 100% increase in, let's say, online self-care purchase. Also, they had a 50% reduction in 50% reduction in the customer support requests done via chat. It's a 50% increase also in the customer page visit per day. We had a 30% increase also in customer engagement. That means session per time. So customer spends more time on NGI website. There is also a reduction of the 10% of customer churn because of this new website. We give NGI the possibility to have mobile e-commerce. So they have a boost of 100% of online purchase via mobile devices. And also also 70% time reduction in editing and creating new content via the CMS. So this is great achievement for NGI and also for Tinext working with Magnolia. Then some, let's say, technological. This is how the mobile site looks like now, and now some. Let's say this is the number again. Okay. And then we see some technical implementation of the NGI side done with Magnolia. First of all, we started from the Magnolia Flow Builder. The Flow Builder, everybody knows, is it's a flexible, it's extensible, is, let's say, the perfect tool to build a multi-step process. Also because it has a rich set of built-in features. But for the sake of the project, where we have more than 150 multi-step process, where we have a strong strong integration with the web services of the customer, where every step of the flow is a dynamic step. There is some cross-step and cross product validation interaction, also some management of promos, where promos is, let's say, a feature that can impact on the flow and then create some deviation of the flow of the standard flow. So we also need to have each of these form to be testable as a standard piece of code. And then the answer for Tinext is Flow Builder. Flow Builder is, let's say, more than an extension of the form builder. Just have an example. This is a normal, let's say, sequence of a flow done by 5 steps. Normally you have to do step by step with a Magnolia form builder, but then the complexity was done because of the web services. So since the first step, we have a strong interaction with NGI web services, because also the first step is completely influenced by the parameters NGI need to set on the page, and then the flow can have some actions and some promos that can influence the step itself in a way that the step can be, let's say, not validated or skipped or anyway bypassed with some particular conditions. And then we have a flow deviation where some particular condition occurs to the flow. So if some of the steps are not needed, or there are some preconditions that implicitly may make one of the steps to be skipped, then this step is not done. Then we have step validation. Now it's done step by step, and not as before in the old NGI site, done once per all the steps. And then we have also the possibility to have a variation on the step, but more important, to save the shopping cart at whenever the customer who is trying to complete a purchase online purchase, then he can save whenever he wants the shopping cart, and then he can recall whenever he decides the shopping cart, so having the same configuration and be put at the same place where he was before to save. So about the flow builder, some other hints. As we say, the flow builder, it follows the same model as the form builder. So it's something like an extension, but it's more than an extension. It's server-side driven. This is important in terms that the flow can, let's say, influence, can extend another flow. There are cross-step and cross-fields validation everywhere in the process, and there is a possibility to dynamically build the flow. There's also the possibility to apply some actions, some promos to reproduce some variation of the flow. Last but not least, the needs to test each single step, each single flow, and then we realized, let's say, flow engine execute that allow us to test each of the steps. Other technical leads is the dynamic read building following the Twitter Bootstrap framework. So we apply this framework to almost all Magnolia container in order for the editor and the publishers of the CMS to have the possibility to dynamically convert, let's say, a page that is built, for instance, in 2 columns, in a page that can be built in three columns. So the system allows to, Magnolia allows to do this kind of, let's say, operation, and all the NGI, new website, is built following this kind of framework, this kind of characterization. Just an example on how simple it is to build with the Twitter Bootstrap framework a form. This is just a form to insert the address of the customer, but all the forms in the site and all the steps and almost all the pages of the new website are done following this framework. Last but not least, everybody knows how important it is whenever a new website needs to be launched. How important it is to create and to perform a checklist before the launch. The link you see on the screen, we have, let's say, created an ultimate Magnolia website launch checklist. There are more than 25 hints on how to build this checklist. There are more than 25 checks to be done when you have to launch a new website. Within this, there are just some of these check that we apply directly on the NGI website. Once you have defined the backup policy, it's important to test it before the launch of the site, to have everything in place and correctly working. It's important to have the SEO top page migrated with 301 pages and not the 302 that is the default done by Magnolia. Have a check on the cache if it's working fine. Also have the possibility to check whether the analytics and the metrics are in place and are tracking correctly the measure of the website. Other two points are this /.magnolia disabled on public instance. You know that we have 2 instances, and then we have to check if there are both, let's say, disabled, but only from the outside, not from let's say from the internal network. And then last, if the super user has been cloned, just to avoid that someone can steal your password and try to reset your password as super user, and then you get somehow lost. This is my last slide, and if you have some questions, otherwise, anyway, I will provide you my reference. I say thank you for your attention. Sorry again for the problem on the presentation, and I'm here to answer your question, if any.